Lessons that I have learned working with hundreds of contractors are helping them with marketing and growth. Number two, I have worked with the contractors at different levels. Those contractors that are just starting out, those that are just coming from employment to start their own businesses, those that are already thriving, all manner of contractors. There is one thing that I have noticed that all of them come to realize is that your team, the team that you control, the team that you pay, the team that you have contracts with, eventually will be better than any series of subcontractors that you can get out there. Subcontractors are going to be convenient, but sometimes they are going to be costly, sometimes they are going to eat on your margins, sometimes they are going to be an inconvenience for you. They are going to become very difficult to manage as time goes by because you have no control of these people. If they tell you that they have already taken another project and you are depending on them, do you stop and wait for them, or do you hire someone else? So you end up hiring someone you did not want to work with initially. Because the good guys, they are hard to get. They are expensive. And because of that, they're going to eat on your margins. And how are you going to grow when your margins are being taken away from you? I usually say that if it is around your most profitable jobs, because you know what is your most profitable service. The day you get one major project, that is the day you start locking in your core team into contracts. Because you're going to use that contract, that project, to try to get many more projects that are similar to that project. And you start by documenting that project from end to end, ensuring that you're doing it to perfection and capturing every other aspect of it, every step of the way. And not just documenting this project, ensuring that as many people as humanly or possible are able to see this content. They are able to see these videos. They are able to see this video. So how do you do that? Making sure that you are recording videos, editing those videos, making sure that they are on TikTok, they are on Instagram, they are on Facebook, they are everywhere you can possibly think your customers are going to be. On platforms, if you are doing emails to the target audience, if you are doing targeted videos to that target audience, especially for those people that are targeting institutions and institutional investors and developers, making sure that you are capturing every other aspect of that project, curating that project, and ensuring that this message reaches to this group. If you do flyers, if you do newsletters, if you do presentations, whatever you do, if you need an influencer to push this content out there, make sure that you're doing that. Because if you are able to do that, and you have locked in your core team, every other project that comes with a bigger margin. Because by the time someone comes to you, they already know they want to work with you. In fact, they would be disappointed if you are not available to work on their project. If you do that, if you make sure that people have interacted so much with your project out there to a point where the day they decide they want the same service, they want to work with you. In fact, at that time, you are the only option because that is what they want, and they have realized that you are the person that is doing that job very well. You are the person they can trust to do that job very well because they have seen you do that job very well. Use that project to get many more projects. And I will tell you, your team is going to deliver on three things that are the most important things when it comes to your future of marketing and business growth. They are going to ensure that your service is consistent throughout. It's going to be consistent for the first customer you did it to, consistent for the second customer, consistent for the 50th customer that you're going to do it for, or to do it to. And that consistency of service is going to win your trust. That consistency, if it is coupled with ensuring that there is enough information about these projects that you're doing is pushed out there by a person who really understands, not just posting, ensuring that you're pushing this information to the right audience, you're going to get more projects from that, because that trust is going to compound. Anybody you're going to work with will want to tell someone that you are the one that did the work. And as your stature grows, people even want to work with you as a sign of prestige. And as you get very good at it, you're doing many more projects, the speed of execution increases. Your margins are going to increase because now you are able to create an ecosystem of how to deliver the service. An ecosystem that includes suppliers, that includes professionals that you work with, a history of service, a history and strong experience doing what you do. And that is how you're going to turn a very small service business into a very good, thriving business. A business that everybody knows what they are expected. When a project comes in, everybody knows. Because every person, from the people that deploy the capital to the people that deploy resources, materials, the people that deliver the service, they know exactly their role in delivering that service. That has been a bigger bottleneck for especially companies that we have worked with that are specialist services that are being forced to become general contractors because they could not focus on what was bringing them margins, on what that was more profitable for their business. And their trust, their speed of execution, their consistency always suffer every time they are using subcontractors. Because you have one subcontractor working on one project, then you reach a point where you have 3 projects at any given time. You only have one reliable company, a subcontractor, and now you have to have delays or have to pick another subcontractor. When you do that, they don't deliver the same service because they are not the same company. They don't have the same systems, and that continuously hurts the business. You realize that, unlike a company that is able to offer those 3 things, that their speed of execution is perfect, their consistency is always there, and you compare it with the other company that is using subcontractors, one, it has compounding growth. One is going to have 1 project now, 3 projects in a year or 2 at any given time. At one point, they are going to have 6, 7 projects ongoing at any given time. And because they are scaling their service based on their demand, they are able to deliver very, very well. And it helps these companies grow. And they grow into very nice companies. Companies that run themselves, that do not stress the owners. So kindly, if you're thinking about any path, especially for specialist services, designers, electricians, plumbers, people doing very specialist services in the construction industry, creating a team around you tends to work better, helps companies grow faster, and actually in a stress-free environment to the owner. And that is a lesson that I have learned working with so many contractors around the world. Thank you for watching, and kindly share this video with someone you believe can benefit from it. Thank you for watching.